What's up guys, it's BenSentinel here. Welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to show you how much sim racing setups actually matter. Now there are people who say that the driver is far more important than the setups. And there are people who say that the driver is as important as the setup and the car itself. I say they are both important, so as you can see, here we are in Assetto Corsa Competizione. I have 3 setups. My first setup was made when I started sim racing, just by guessing the setup. My second was made like a month ago, and my third setup was made today. Let's go ahead and load my first setup. Here's the setup. When I started sim racing, I just guessed the setups. If I felt that the car's handling felt nice, then I saved it. That's how this setup was made. As you can see, here we are in Spa with the Porsche 991 GT3R. How this is going to work is I'll show you my first lap, then skip to the end where I show the timetable. This was my first lap with my first setup. Basically the car felt pretty nice, but it was very unpredictable. Let's have a look at the timetable. As you can see, I had problems with the setup. It was pretty slow. Of course, I tried to go at the limit, absolute limit. But I couldn't because it was so unpredictable. At the same time, it had big oversteering issues. So, as you can see, I tried everything.
Green light, go.
Let's have a look at my second setup. Before making this setup, I remember I watched one tutorial on how to make a good setup yourself, but it didn't really work out. Now here's my setup. As you can see, I don't really recommend you copying my setup, because I'm sure there are better setups on the internet, and everyone has their own personal preferences on what is a good setup. So what I do recommend is you trying to do your own setup. The reason I said that Discord's setup, I mean the second setup's making was like a failure or didn't really work out, is because this setup simply can't handle the Rouge, or at least it's really hard. You either have to go really careful or slow, because if you lift off the throttle like 5% or go to the inside curb here, will spin, as you can see. This car just can't handle it. You will see at the timetable why I say that the setup can't handle this corner. You will see. BenSentinel is out. Here I am. So basically this setup was bad, as you can see. I've done 7 laps, and from 7 laps only 1 lap was valid. On all the other laps I either went out of track on Eau Rouge or spinned in Eau Rouge. So this was horrible. I don't recommend doing anything like this. I mean, like this setup. I don't recommend it. And now the third setup that I made today. Yesterday I've decided to dive into the world of setups. And what I mean by that is that I've watched like 10 to 12 videos about how to make a good sim racing setup ACC. I'm not only faster with this setup, but I'm far more consistent than before. You will see.
Green light, go, go, go.
Now, this was my first lap ever with this new setup. I was shocked to see how much I improved. I've done 3 laps and I still need to get used to this new setup. When I'll get used to it fully, I will be so much faster than now than this. Guys, if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And BenSentinel is out. Goodbye.